when she was driven in a black Ford Galaxy with darkened windows past the gates of Buckingham Palace on a drizzly autumn Thursday in 2017, the actress was about to give the performance of her career. Even though she has often said she is not a woman who gets nervous, she could be forgiven for being a tad dry-mouthed. She was about to meet the Queen for afternoon tea. Meghan had quietly anticipated this moment. A few months before, she had taken a secret excursion to Rose Tree Cottage, a little slice of England nestling in Pasadena in the suburbs of Los Angeles, not only to buy English gifts but to take afternoon tea. Perhaps there had been just a little rehearsing after all. It is where Meghan learned to crook her finger as she held her cup and saucer and sipped her Earl Grey, necessary skills to remember as she dropped a curtsy to her future grandmother-in-law. Any possible uncertainty about the outcome of this meeting lay not with Meghan but with the man she wanted to marry. He is the one who has been, if not on trial, then under intense scrutiny. If he had come to see Granny a few years earlier, when he had an unenviable reputation as an angry drinker with poor judgment, it would have been doubtful the Queen would have agreed to him marrying a mixed-race divorced American actress. It would have been a grim, unhappy confrontation, a former senior royal official told me. If anything, Harry's transformation over the last few years has, together with a popular union between Prince William and Kate Middleton, secured the future of the monarchy. Harry's impeccable behavior when representing the Queen abroad and his commitment to the Invictus Games have been shrewdly watched and assessed by the sovereign. As a courtier told me, the Queen trusts her grandsons. She has confidence in them in a way that she's never had with her eldest son. They have really established themselves as being in touch with the public. William and Harry have star quality, and are believable and authentic heirs to the monarchy. During their one-hour meeting, Meghan witnessed the genuine respect and love Harry feels for his grandmother. "She's an incredible woman," she said afterwards. After Harry and Meghan bade their farewells, they swiftly left the palace before the royal gossip factory was able to get into gear. Job done. Soon after, the engagement was announced. It was just over a year earlier, on July 1, 2016, that Meghan and Harry had met at London's Soho House. They were mesmerized by one another, Harry enthralled by her beauty, sophistication and perceptiveness. She understood him as a man, not a title. In that subtle ornamentsmanship of a first date, he realized that while his grandmother might be the Queen, she had given a speech at a United Nations forum. As he subsequently confessed, he realized that he would have to up his game. At the end of the evening, they said their goodnights and went their separate ways. Both were buzzing. She had taken even herself by surprise when Harry asked if she would be interested in joining him on safari for a few days in August. Mere weeks after their first meeting, she found herself saying yes. There may have been a slight raising of eyebrows inside the royal palaces when the news percolated through that Prince Harry was taking yet another girlfriend on a safari holiday to Botswana. Those who monitor these things would have noted that this was his 7th holiday in Botswana with a 4th female companion to join him for a few romantic nights in a southern African hideaway. The young man certainly has style. Conversationally, Harry, who has spoken of his ambition to be a safari guide, was on home turf, the old Africa hand, well able to impress Meghan with his local knowledge. And what is there not to love about a man who spends his holidays saving elephants and rhinos? It was in this natural idyll where the couple cemented their relationship, both realizing they had found something special. As Harry later said, "It was absolutely amazing to get to know her as quickly as I did." Meghan and Harry needed their romance to be private, at least long enough for them to honestly decide if their relationship was going to succeed in the long run, or whether it was a feverish summer fling that would not endure the winter chills and inevitable absences. They faced obstacles that don't occur in most relationships. Meghan had to ask herself if she was in love with the man or the position, and if she loved the man, could she cope with the position? She may be a popular actress and used to being recognized in public, but that was nothing compared to the scrutiny she would be under if she chose to go the distance with Harry. As the watchword was privacy, they stayed at his modest grace and favour home, in the grounds of Kensington Palace. If Meghan was expecting to be sleeping in a palace, she was sadly disappointed. Harry's home, Nottingham Cottage, was smaller than her own place in Toronto, and with lower ceilings, but it had the virtue of being private and secure. It is here, as schedules permitted, where they begin living together, quietly, secretly, unobtrusively. Meghan recalled, "I don't think that I would call it a whirlwind in terms of our relationship. Obviously there have been layers attached to how public it has become after we had a good 5-6 months almost with just privacy, which was amazing.